Are you looking for a light meal in Disney World? Maybe one that doesn't leave you feeling super full and heavy when all you want to do is drink around the world? Disney World's taken an iconic French treat to the next level with this new EPCOT restaurant with a menu full of sweet and savory items and a tasty meal that isn't quite the usual theme park experience. But is it worth your time and money? Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Today I'm going to talk about La Crêperie de Paris and crepes à emporter. I know I didn't say it right. That's just how it's going to be. My apologies. These new destinations are the places to go for all the crepes of your dreams in EPCOT and galettes of your dreams in EPCOT, because I know you do dream about the galettes in EPCOT, don't you? Should you take time out of your day to stop by and grab a crepe or two at these spots? Well, we're sharing all our thoughts today about these new French dining additions to EPCOT. First, let's talk location. La Crêperie is a brand new restaurant to EPCOT. It's located in the newly expanded area of the France Pavilion next to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. While La Crêperie is a table service restaurant, if you really want crepes on your next EPCOT visit, there is another option. You can also visit the to-go window of La Crêperie called crepes à emporter, which means fittingly crepes to go. So don't worry, you will most likely get to eat some yummy crepes on your next vacation, whether you're sitting down or standing up. All right, the atmosphere here, it's a newly expanded area, as you know, for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and it fits perfectly with the rest of the France Pavilion. There are some subtle but beautiful design details to check out in this outdoor space. You'll feel like you're walking through the streets of Paris with the French-inspired architecture and design elements. It's really, really impressive. We've been waiting a long time for this area to open, and I was just as impressed with it as I thought I would be, which doesn't always happen in Disney. Now, you could spend quite a bit of time exploring the new space and finding all the Remy-inspired details and Easter eggs from Ratatouille, like little tiny rat footprints or rats pouring champagne in the fountain. But if we're being honest, after waiting for probably a good while, once you step inside La Crêperie, you might feel a bit underwhelmed. There's nothing too exciting here as far as decor. It's simple and plain and mostly muted with small pops of colors on some wall paintings. The muted theme does track with France though, so we see what Disney was going for. Inside La Crêperie, the restaurant is set up in an L shape with one long bench along the main wall and several tables pulled up to it. You'll also find some standard tables and chairs and a few booths. Now, we always like to sit in the booths because they're nice and cozy, but there's plenty of different seating styles available. Now, you might have to wait a bit longer if you do request a booth, but if that's your jam, it might be worth waiting. And here's a random note, the bathrooms here are all individual stalls, so you might want to take advantage of a bathroom break while visiting. I know that sounds weird when I'm talking about a restaurant, but I think we all understand the benefit of a full-on individual stall, right? Right, okay, we're in agreement. Okay, menu. The menu for La Crêperie was created by celebrity chef Jerome Bocuse. His company runs all the France Pavilion restaurants in EPCOT, so we know the food is going to be decent to good to great, right? He has said that he drew inspiration for the menu from the Brittany region of France, and it features both sweet dessert crepes and those savory galettes. That's right, galettes. Is this a new word for many of us? It was for me. Little food history lesson real quick. What's the difference between a crepe and a galette? Well, a galette is made with buckwheat flour and filled with savory foods, usually like meats, veggies, eggs, or cheese. And the French crepe is thinner and smaller, made with sugared wheat flour and filled with sweets, usually. Now, those savory galettes, like I said, are made with buckwheat, which makes them a darker color. If you've never had buckwheat, it's kind of like a more complex flavor than straight whole wheat, but not as milky as if made with bleached flour. It's really flavorful and it's considered healthier and a great option for a non-greasy meal in Disney World. But if you prefer white bread, this might not be for you. Now, when it comes to these two new locations, the sit-down restaurant and the to-go location, the menus are a little bit different. On the La Crêperie menu, the sit-down menu, you'll find a small selection of entrees, a kids menu, 6 savory galettes, 5 dessert crepes, and a selection of hard ciders, wines, and more. There's also a prefix menu that comes with 1 super salad, 1 galette, a glass of hard cider, soda, or juice, and 1 dessert crepe. At La Crêperie, salmon fans would probably enjoy the salmon galette made with smoked salmon, creme fraiche, chives, and a slice of lemon. Keep in mind that the salmon is more of a lox type salmon, but it is really, really flavorful. The Savoyard galette is also a delicious option made with raclette cheese, yay raclette, onions, and imported Bayonne ham, but it would be even better with more raclette cheese. But anything would be better with more raclette cheese. For dessert, the gourmand crepe is basically hot chocolate in a crepe form. It's made with house-made hazelnut chocolate spread and whipped cream, and it obviously has kind of a Nutella vibe without them actually saying Nutella. And over at the to-go window, the menu is smaller with 3 savory galettes, 4 dessert crepes, and some ice cream, along with a few hard ciders, wines, and other drinks. The to-go window has 3 savory crepes versus La Crêperie's 6 crepes, and the cream of brie cheese galette is the clear queen, or is it king, of to-go crepes. Melty brie cheese, enough said. If you want to stay true to ratatouille, you can also try the ratatouille galette made with tomato, zucchini, and eggplant. Dessert options include the vanilla ice cream crepe and the red berries crepe, and the red berries crepe is only offered on the kids menu inside La Crêperie, so the to-go window is a great way to try it. And you can get a hard cider to pair with your crepe, like the dry cider brut cider that has a hint of apple flavor, the much sweeter and appleier cidre doux. Is that how you say it? Is that the French pronunciation? Okay, so next we're going to talk about prices here. At La Crêperie, appetizers are $6.75, kids menu items are $14, savory galettes are $15.95, dessert crepes are $8.95, and the prefix menu is $33, which is a reasonable price if you want to try a little bit of everything. You can add whipped cream, ice cream, or sauce for $2.95, or add a shot of Grand Marnier, Rhum, or Calvados to your crepe for $7. The to-go window, Crêpes à emporter, has different prices for everything on their menu, whether it's a savory galette or a dessert crepe. Not all crepes are created equally here, I guess, and menu items range from $5.95 to $10.95 and more for some alcoholic drinks. So, is this the place for you to go in EPCOT? We've had the chance to visit La Crêperie and Crêpes à emporter multiple times, and although we've always thought the food was good, it's not really anything spectacular. It's a fun new restaurant. It'll probably be busy all the time for the foreseeable future as everybody's rushing over to ride Remy. So are you missing out on much if you don't go? Let's break it down. We think you should go if you love crepes. You got a lot of options to choose from. The option to order your crepes a la carte or prefix is a nice touch, though the crepes aren't anything spectacular. They were good, and crepes people exist, will probably enjoy them. You want a table service restaurant in France that's not as expensive or fancy as Chefs de France. Okay, this is another reason to go, especially if you don't want to leave your table service restaurant feeling absolutely stuffed. Planning on riding a bunch of rides after your meal? La Crêperie is a good pre-ride option. Another reason you might want to go to La Crêperie, you want to try something new, unique, and light. The items here will fill you up, but also won't weigh you down for the rest of your park day. And the prices are very affordable for a Disney table service restaurant. $15.95 for a savory galette, those are big. And $8.95 for dessert crepes, not a bad deal as long as you like crepes. However, maybe you should avoid this place if you're not a crepe fan or a buckwheat galette fan. If you don't like crepes, skip this spot. The menu is crepes. You can visit the nearby Les Halles for more bakery options than just crepes. Also, make a note that if you're gluten-free, the dessert crepes are made with regular flour, so you might have to find another spot for sweets in Disney World. Another reason not to go, you're looking for a big, fulfilling meal. Trust us when we say this isn't a restaurant like Liberty Tree Tavern or a big buffet like Boma. If you're really hungry, crepes are probably not going to be it for you. And another reason that you might not want to do La Crêperie, you're looking for a very colorful and fun indoor atmosphere. Again, it's nothing too exciting, but if you're wanting a lively dining experience in EPCOT, or if your kid's like dying to go to T-Rex, then this might not be the right spot for you. This isn't really a Disney-filled dining spot. If that's what you're looking for, there are better places to dine in Disney World. So, La Crêperie and Crêpes à emporter do offer a great option if you are very, very much looking for a variety of crepes in Disney World. And they do offer a Parisian space to find a light and tasty meal in EPCOT. So what do you think? Will you go for the table service option or perhaps just get a few savory and sweet treats to go? Check out the DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining for more restaurant recommendations, reviews, and everything we know, because it's all in there. You can find yours at dfbstore.com. Don't forget to use code YouTube for a discount. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.